Good morning, everyone. I'm delighted to invite you to our third International Conference on Water and Waste Management and Exposition. Unlike the two international conferences we held before in Hyderabad, this conference is not being held in the usual format of meeting in person, networking, and establishing some good relationships. The pandemic did not allow us to do this. Nevertheless, being an optimist, I look at the opportunity for the conference to take place in all the time zones of the world around the clock and the participation of speakers from around the globe. I'm sure the speakers will not feel the jet lag of travel. I invite you all, very passionate and interested environmental professionals, to actively participate in this conference and leave your ideas and recommendations for future use for us in the chat box. Now, it is my distinct honor to introduce to you our co-chairperson, Ms. Mariana Spiropoulos. She is a popularly elected commissioner of the Metropolitan Water Reclamation District of Greater Chicago, and she has championed transparency and fiscal responsibility to taxpayers of the Cook County area. She has been a strong supporter of labor and veteran initiatives at the district. She has prioritized community outreach and engagement by speaking to community groups throughout the Cook County about water and environmental issues. In 2017, she received the Illinois Water and Environment Association Public Official Award, which is a prestigious one. Commissioner Spiropoulos is an attorney by training with her own practice. Prior to opening her own law offices, Commissioner Spiropoulos worked as an assistant Cook County State's attorney. Before law school, she lived in London, England, where she worked at Nomura Research Institute. Her work focused on privatization efforts in East European countries. Commissioner Spiropoulos received her law degree from the John Marshall Law School and an MBA from Loyola University, Chicago. She also completed graduate work in American government at Georgetown University, Washington, D.C. Now, it is my privilege to request Commissioner Spiropoulos to give her inaugural address. Thank you. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Well, thank you, Commissioner, for that very kind introduction, and thank you for inviting me to speak at this annual virtual conference. It's an honor to join you for these important discussions. Illinois plays a key role in water issues ranging from the Great Lakes to the rivers of Illinois to the Gulf of Mexico, and we're working hard to manage and protect Illinois' water supply while ensuring equal access to this vital resource. This year, our Department of Natural Resources is updating the state's water plan for the first time in nearly 40 years. Guided by the latest science, this plan will shape Illinois' approach to water conservation and management to ensure that Illinoisans will continue to enjoy the many benefits of our water resources. Illinois deserves a water plan built for the 21st century. And in addition to bringing it into the modern era, I'm proud of the equity-centric approach our agencies are taking to create our new plan. Protecting the Great Lakes is an important priority for me, which is why we've taken groundbreaking steps to protect the lakes from the threat posed by invasive species like Asian carp by joining the other Great Lakes states in the Brandon Road Project. This project will bring multiple state-of-the-art technologies together in one location with the goal of protecting this unique and crucial ecosystem, one that also supports 1.5 million American jobs and our multi-billion-dollar fishing, boating, and tourism industries. We're also proud to join forces with 12 other states to implement nutrient loss reduction strategies to help solve the hypoxia issue in the Gulf of Mexico. And our cities are helping to address these issues as well. In fact, the world's largest nutrient recovery facility, which provides critical removal and recovery of phosphorus from wastewater discharge, is operated by the MWRD and is located right here in Illinois. Despite the growing list of challenges faced by our water resources, it's these types of innovations that make me optimistic that we can meet this moment. On behalf of the state of Illinois, I look forward to partnering with all of you to protect our most precious resource.
Greetings to everyone in Chicago, USA, to everyone in India and across the globe. It is my great pleasure to join you all to participate in the third International Water and Waste Management Conference and Expo. As apprised by Dr. Purnima Voria, the founder and CEO of National India-US Chamber of Commerce, I would like to acknowledge the presence of Honorable Shri Taranjeet Singh Sandhu, Ambassador of India to the United States, along with various leaders from the business and the government in this conference, and I'm sure that with their vast experience, everybody is going to be benefited. Along with this, I want to commend the leadership and founders of the International Water and Waste Management. This 3-day conference, I am happy to note, is held in the city of Chicago, widely recognized as Windy City. I'm sure this opportunity will create a knowledge and business platform in water and waste sector. Thank you for inviting me to this very important conference to address this topic of global water crisis and solutions, as India is going on in a big way under the leadership of Prime Minister Modi ji. The discussion in this conference will, with subject matter experts and participants from United States, Australia, Canada, Singapore, Germany, Sweden, UK, India and other countries. My ministry is looking forward to engaging with all of you, and I extend a warm invite to you to come to India post-COVID to explore and engage with opportunities abound in the water and waste management sector. Conferences like this create an important platform to address the global water crisis and solutions with expert consultants, scientists, engineers, academicians, and subject matter experts from across the globe. It also helps to facilitate business to showcase and disseminate policy and research innovative initiatives during the session and exhibition. I understand that the 2019 WWM conference was successfully held with a group of 37 experts from USA participated from more than 12 national United States organizations. I look forward to spending time with you during this conference and do acknowledge the tremendous work of WWM founding leadership team and the organizers, and wish you all the very best for a very successful conference.
Namaskar, this is Upendra Chivukula, Commissioner on the New Jersey Board of Public Utilities. As a part of my job, I regulate investor-owned water and wastewater management companies. The problems facing India regarding water and wastewater are pollution of the rivers and lakes. Experts link pollution in the Ganges and other rivers to India's high rate of waterborne illnesses. Many Indian rivers are severely polluted because of the discharge of domestic sewage. Government efforts to monitor water quality throughout the year is an excellent initial step to identify key areas where addressing the problem can start. Unplanned growth has led to the use of water bodies as the dumping grounds for sewage and industrial effluent. The wastewater generated in these areas normally percolates into the ground or evaporates. Sewage discharged from cities, towns, and some villages is the predominant cause of water pollution in India. Flooding of cities from a few inches of rain, flooding during monsoons worsen the India's water pollution problem as the water washes and moves solid waste and contaminated soil into the rivers and wetlands. Much of the surface and groundwater is unsafe because pollution degrades water quality. Water pollution severely limits the amount of water available to Indian consumers, industry, and agriculture. Wastewater treatment is limited as only 30% of sewage is treated. Discharge of untreated sewage is the single most important source of pollution of surface and groundwater in India, as there is an enormous gap between generation and treatment of domestic wastewater. The problem is not only that India lacks sufficient treatment capacity, but also that current sewage treatment plants do not operate well, as they are not adequately maintained. We need investment to bridge the gap between sewage generated and the treatment capacity. We must encourage regular maintenance and provide reliable electricity to operate the plants. Also, we must open government owned sewage treatment plants by empowering the employees and management. The uncollected waste accumulates in the urban areas, causing unhygienic conditions and releasing pollutants to that leach into the surface and groundwater. Most of the tap water in India is not suitable for direct drinking, making it necessary for water and wastewater management a must priority for all levels of government. Non-separation of recyclables and organic waste. There are many technologies available for solid waste management, and they begin with a sound recycling program and the separation of organic waste. Lack of trained people for operating and maintaining wastewater plants. We must address the training needs of employees by creating a curriculum around water and wastewater management. When we make wastewater management a career opportunity, it will provide a steady supply of workforce for many generations. What can we do with the wastewater management platform? The mission of wastewater management is to create a body of knowledge and business platforms. With the expertise of wastewater management from the USA, India can benefit. With the popularity and cheaper availability of virtual platforms like Zoom, personnel can be trained remotely and cost effectively. With the proper support and recognition of water and wastewater management as a priority sector, employment can be generated. Creation of stable and equal paying jobs relative to other industries will attract good talent to the wastewater management industry. Also, creation of stable employment at the village level is crucial. Agencies like National Institute of Rural Development and National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development can benefit from wastewater management's knowledge and business platforms. Creating awareness about the resource recovery from wastewater management will have a long-term effect on the pollution affecting the Indian population. Thank you. Namaskar.
Good evening, all. My name is Sam Papu. I'm the president of the Third International Water and Waste Management. I am humbled and grateful to all the speakers who have shared their knowledge and time for the betterment of the environment. In the next few minutes, our track leaders will present their recommendations based on the exchange of information they had in the last 3 days. I also thank the technical team, the platform developers, and the leadership team who has put in an enormous amount of energy and effort for the success of this conference. Now I welcome Dr. Prakash Tata, the co-chairman of the conference, to deliver his address.